First thing about, at least I think about hitting a drop shot is not the drop shot, but what's the shot before that I use to set this situation up? I think of, I'm conditioning my opponent for a certain response, and then when they're ready to receive that response, I go against that pattern. So what that means is if I'm playing in and I'm just gonna slice a couple balls cross court. So he's being conditioned right now that, okay, Kevin's slicing, I'm probably not looking for, a drop shot. That's one way of doing it. Another situation might be if I'm hitting a lot of high balls. So I'm hitting high and heavy. I'm potentially getting a short ball, and my first response is then to attack it. Now, since I've set that up, and I do this a couple times, when I go back and hit high and heavy again, and Ian gives me a shorter ball, this now presents itself much better because he's conditioned to a certain response, and I play against that pattern. So that's one of my favorite ways of using the drop shot. Now, like you were saying, considerations after. Generally, I'm not ever trying to hit a winner on a drop shot. My goal is just to get the ball to land, bounce, and land, or not bounce above the net. So as I hit this, and he's moving forward, I'm also moving forward, because if I've set the first condition right of getting him to expect a response and doing something different, he's going to be scrambling, and then I'm starting to move in as I notice he's scrambling. So that's the other condition that I would say when to move in and anticipate him playing a defensive shot. You have to set the condition early. A lot of people come out and they're in a normal rally and they're just like, drop shot. And there's nothing set up. And other than that, they try to hit drop shots from really poor positions, like way behind the baseline. I tend to hit most of my drop shots when generally it looks like I can be aggressive, and then I'll play an aggressive drop shot short.
So if you hit a drop shot and you see me closing forwards like this to it, what are you doing?
I am not moving forward. If I see that or that situation happens, generally it's because I've set it up poorly or I've executed a really poorly, a poor drop shot. It's just either too high, too floaty, and then you just have to eject from the situation. But under the circumstance that you create the right situation with the right conditioning first, you should be able to create some space that you don't have to hit a great drop shot to make the drop shot effective. I think the thing is thinking that the drop shot is a setup for a ball, not a winner. I'm not ever hitting a drop shot going, oh, I'm going to walk away from that because it's a winner. It's, hey, I'm hitting a drop shot because I move in way back behind the court. He has more space to cover and run, and since he's going to be in trouble, I'm going to use that to take time away from his recovery of hitting the drop shot and then trying to get into a new position and make sure he doesn't have that time to recover.